Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, we got paid today, so I'm going to be stuffing our envelopes today, and then I'm going to show you guys what we got for groceries. I'm going to start off with the groceries. Mavis has been testing me today, so she's asleep finally for like the third time. She's only been taking like maybe 40-minute naps so at a time, so we're gonna do this as quickly as possible. The girls are about to go outside, so let me show you guys everything I got, and then I will kind of go over my process, like when I'm ordering groceries and how to stay under my $100 budget. So we do the $25 per person per household per week. So for us, there's 5 of us technically because of the baby, but she doesn't eat solids yet, so we're still at $100 per week. So our monthly grocery budget is $400, but I do grocery shop every week. So I order my groceries on a Thursday, and then my sister picks them up for me on a Friday. She helps me out and does errands for me and like comes and helps me with the kids sometimes. So she usually does my Friday pickup. So I'm going to just show you guys what I got, and then later I'll tell you guys what I got everything for. So I got some tortillas, these super soft flour tortillas. I have a purpose for these. We don't really use those for everything we need tortillas for. We pretty much buy bread every week. I pretty much buy the girls chicken crackers every week. It's just something that they really like, and I low-key like them too. I used to eat those when I was a kid. So those are staples for us. We got some spaghetti. Okay, we pretty much get strawberries every week as well. I'm not a big strawberry fan myself, but the kids love strawberries on a lot of their meals. And then I did get some small elbow noodles. I got 3 pairs. I got some white vinegar. I got 13 bananas. I usually get 13 bananas, and it's so specific because when you order online, you specifically have to put how many bananas you get. You know, like when you go to the store, you're just like, this looks like enough, and you just, you know, when you order online, you gotta be specific. Some lemonade. This is mostly for Ramses because he likes to make those Starbucks medicine ball teas. So you need lemonade. Also needed sandwich stuff, so we always get just turkey, the oven roasted turkey, fresh slices, and then we get the Boar's Head yellow American cheese from the deli. Got some sour cream. Got some broccoli. Pretty much we get broccoli pretty much every week. It's one of the vegetables my kids like, so I do get a few broccolis, and they don't go bad very quickly, so even if I don't use the whole thing like in the whole week, I can stretch it out for the next week a little bit. Green apples for our green juices. I think I got 4. There was one over there randomly in one of the other bags. And then we had a couple of apples left over, so I only picked up 2 of these, and I only picked up 4 green apples instead of 5. I usually get 5 lemons, but we have like 2 lemons over there, so I got 4. 1 thing of celery, and then we really like this for our protein shakes. I've been doing protein shakes, like a loaded protein shake, not just like the protein with water, but an actual protein shake. We add more stuff into it for my dinner, so definitely some frozen fruit for that. And then Ramses's beets. He usually gets beets like every other week. You can stretch them out for 2 weeks. And then I got 4 cucumber, like I said, and that's it. That's all the stuff that I got for groceries this upcoming week, and I spent $78.33, and they didn't have the shredded cheese because I do need shredded cheese. They didn't have the Silk Vanilla dairy-free yogurts that we get, or the Power Greens, so Ramses is gonna have to just go to a different store to get these, so they were out of these. Every time I grocery shop too, I put no substitutions on all of my items just because I'd rather like pop into the store or send Ramses to the store so I can pick up the stuff that that they didn't have in stock, the specific things, as opposed to them giving me something that like I don't want or aren't gonna use, you know. So those 2 things. Usually it's like maybe 1 or 2 things. For it to be 3 things is kind of not very common, but most of the time they have everything. So usually every week I have staples that we make, so like sandwiches, quesadillas, chimichangas if I made beans. So we just make super simple chimichangas. We just use bean and cheese. They're like something my mom used to make us when I was a kid. Sandwich stuff is really easy because we pretty much buy bread every week. We use it for multiple things. And then the turkey and cheese that we buy and the mayonnaise obviously, or whatever condiments you have, last a long time. So those are just things that we don't really replenish every week, and we can make a meal or throw it together. Same with quesadillas. It's literally like cheese and tortillas. The chimichangas, cheese, tortilla, oil, and you know, the beans. Just having those staple things really helps us not like eat out, and we can, you know, throw it together really easily. So that's why I bought the turkey, the cheese, and then I also needed shredded cheese because I have like a tiny bit left, and I usually use that for the quesadillas and for the chimichanga. So we're gonna need to head to the store and pick that up. And then I buy strawberries every week. The kids eat strawberries, bananas, apples, and cucumbers, broccoli. Those are probably like the 5 things I get pretty much every single week. Potatoes, I already have potatoes. I'm gonna be making like a Brussels sprouts and potato like casserole thing, so it's gonna be my first time making it, but it looks really good. So I already have a bag of Brussels sprouts in the fridge, so I'm gonna be using that. I already had potatoes, so it's kind of like looking at what you already have. So I already had garlic bread, so I figured and we also have turkey. We use ground turkey for the spaghetti that we make. All I needed to do was buy some spaghetti noodles. But yeah, so it's just kind of like, look, instead of being like, oh, I want to eat this week, or this or that or this. I mean, obviously you can make a meal that like you need to buy, you know, more ingredients than other meals, but keeping your grocery budget on a budget, like keeping you on a specific budget, the smartest thing is to just work backwards. Like, see what you already have and then see what you can buy to make meals out of what you already have, you know, because it's, what's the point of having all that stuff in your pantry, in your fridge, and you're not using it? It's just gonna go bad, and you're just gonna end up throwing it away. So yeah, that's what I usually do. And as far as snacks go, I don't buy snacks every week. I don't even buy cereal every week. I'll buy a cereal maybe like once a month, and I don't, and yes, there's times where I'm like, I don't have time to make anything. You guys can just have cereal for lunch or dinner or whatever. Yes, that does happen, but I mainly use cereal for snacks. I'll be like, oh yeah, you guys can have some cereal, and they'll have like a small bowl of cereal. They don't have like a huge bowl for a meal typically. And also most of the time we put fruit in whatever cereal they're eating. So, and then the snacks that we do have, like protein bars, or you know, cereal bars, or cookies, or, you know, say chips, stuff like I do buy chips actually. Oh, I did buy a bag of Doritos, but I already had opened them, so that's why they weren't over there. But I did buy a bag of Doritos, so we will buy chips like every other week or so to have with our sandwiches. But the girls have popcorn from Costco that we bought them, so there's a bag of popcorn in there. There's the fig bars that I've been raving about on Instagram. There's also Cliff bars, and honestly they snack on fruit. They'll eat fruit with peanut butter, or I'll just give them strawberries and they'll just snack on strawberries. I try to just not have too many snacks. I don't buy many snacks, so just the snacks that I have on hand are things that we usually pick up at Costco, or like I said, chips, or I'll buy them cereal or pretzels, or a bag of, or the chicken crackers. But yeah, that's as far as our snacks go. So our budget, okay. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it's been pretty overwhelming. I wouldn't say stressful. It just has gotten overwhelming, just because we had to pay for certain things, and then we got our income taxes, and it was my birthday, and we ate out, and then so we did not stay on a budget the whole month of February. We went over pretty much every single budget, and at first it's a little bit, you know, defeating, because you're like, wow, I put all this work into this, and then we couldn't even stick to the budget. But I have to remind myself that this is our first, you know, go at this, like this cash spending budgeting categories situation. So I'm trying to cut myself some slack and remember that it's all trial and error and we can adjust things as we go. So I did raise our eating out budget, and I did add a couple of other budgets because we were finding ourselves not knowing where to grab money for certain things, specifically for gas and for the girls. So I had a budget set aside for the girls, but that also includes what we pay for their gymnastics every month. So it was getting a little bit iffy when we would use some of that money for things that they needed, and then we wouldn't have enough for the gymnastics thing, you know. So I had to kind of differentiate that. Also, I'm over the iPad. Honestly, I ended up printing out our stuff, and well, I already had it printed out, but I ended up, you know, putting it in a binder, and now I'm using it the old-fashioned way because I just, pen to paper is just more me. I felt that I wasn't being true to myself using that iPad, but it's just easier for me and faster, honestly. Like writing on the iPad is a little bit, I'm just not used to that. I had to just switch back to regular pencil and paper. So now we have 6 sinking funds, and then we have 6 budget envelopes. So we have gas, eating out, our fun budget, health and beauty, miscellaneous, and the girls envelope. We started off doing a fun budget only. We didn't have an eating out envelope. If you watched probably my last video that I did on budgeting, I'll link that here. I told you guys what envelopes I had, but I did say we had a fun account, right? And that just included like any fun activities like movies or bowling or whatever fun activities we would do, and it would include eating out. So it did not work out that way. We were using it all up and not leaving any money for like fun activities. Oh, Mavis. So I decided to separate the eating out and the fun and give each one a budget. Also gas, we didn't have a like budget or cash set aside for gas, so I also created an envelope for that. And also we canceled one of our, or like closed one of our checking accounts, because we used to have 3 checking accounts, and we decided to just close it because it was charging us a fee. We weren't using it enough. Like, you're supposed to use it so many times. You have to have a certain amount transferred into the account every month or something like that, or to not pay the fee. So we weren't meeting those like requirements, so we decided to just close it and then just create a envelope for the girls and just pull the cash out instead of leaving it in there. So now we have 2 checking accounts. One is the checking account, our main checking account, where all our income goes into and then all our bills come out of, and where our cushion is. So I do have a like budgeted cushion, which is an amount, like a certain amount of money that stays after all the bills are paid, just in case something is a little higher than normal or whatever. So if you see me looking over there, it's because the monitor's right there. I can see Mavis, and it looks like she went back to sleep. And then the second checking account that we have is our shopping account. I just call it our shopping account because 90% of our shopping, we do it online. I just buy things from Amazon, or we order things online usually, especially with a new baby now. We don't really get out. And it's just a place to have where if we need to buy something online. So I think those are all the changes we made as far as our envelopes go. I also bought the Budget Moms envelopes just because they're so much cuter than the ones I got from Amazon with that wallet that I have, that I show in the last video when I'm stuffing the envelopes. And I like them better because it's like a real envelope, the way that you put the money in, like a real envelope instead of at the top. I just felt like it was too narrow and I would have to like stuff the money in there, and it was just, oh, hello. Hi. Say hello. 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 Slobbery baby. So I got the cash out this morning. I'm gonna stuff the envelopes. Where should we put you? It is hot today. It is 84 degrees. Okay, so we have a sinking fund for our anniversary. Rams's birthday, because his birthday is on Christmas Day. Definitely saving for his birthday. Costco, this is kind of like a budget, but it's like a short-term like sinking fund. Like we use it, once we use it, then we'll start saving up for it again. So it's not like a once a year sinking fund, but still, it's pretty much a sinking fund. Mavis's birthday, Charlotte's birthday, we call her sis, so I wrote sis on there, and then one for the holidays. So this can pretty much mean any holiday, but it's typically Christmas, like Thanksgiving time. Also, I want to mention that on the calendar where you write out all of your bills, it's really important to look and write out even any appointments you might have, any time that you might be going on a longer drive, like maybe out of town, or birthdays that are coming up, or like events that you might be needing to go to or buy a gift for, or anything like that. That way you're just kind of prepared, because for example, for us this month, not the week right before we get paid again, Ramses has school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and he has to pay for parking at school every day, $12. So typically we would probably have taken money out of the like miscellaneous or out of the cushion, or you know, whatever. But since I am like looking ahead and that's going to affect us in this like paycheck period, I'm going to take out those $48 I already did and include that in the gas envelope, and he'll have those 4 days like covered for parking. It sucks. I mean, there's honestly no way around it. So okay, now I'm gonna stuff. There we go, all done. I want to finish this, and then I'm going to clean up and get the house just as clean as I can before Mavis wakes up. And I'm going to turn the AC up a little because it is 84 degrees outside and it's a little hot in here. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. You know what? I think I'm going to end up wearing her, like putting her in in the wrap. You want to be in here with Mama? Yeah? Okay, come on.